Hey everybody, I'm pretty stoked. Now I know I say stoked a lot whenever it comes to putting stuff out like the Mosh album or events that we're doing or whatever, but I'm I'm like twice as stoked about this right now because we put the big Takeover compilation up today on the Trade Post Recordings Bandcamp. It's pretty freaking awesome. We have There's 39 tracks on them. One of those tracks being a bonus track, which you won't know, and I won't tell you until you go and check out the album and download it. It's up on the Trade Post Recordings Bandcamp. 39 tracks, ranging from there's poetry on it. There's one track on it that's some song. It's like Sadie Flemings is the name of the artist. She is actually a really good artist. She plays does a lot of like acoustic stuff, piano stuff, singing her own stuff. The song on there is called Deep Waters. It's her playing the piano and singing. It's a really good song. It's a chill song, but it's really good. There's acoustic, there's folk rock, there's folk punk, there's hardcore, there's metal, there's indie rock. They're alternative. It's indie rock and alternative sometimes, have a good line together, but still, I mean, it's those differences, whatever, and it's just like, it's a really good, I mean, I'm not just saying that because it's up on the Trade Post page. It's actually a really good comp. It's probably the biggest comp I've put together so far, and it's like the 8th comp. I think it's the 8th compilation I've put together, and it's the first one for the Trade Post page. It has, until today, the biggest comp I had out was Teeth of the Shark on my Earth Limitation page, and it had 21 tracks. So this is almost twice as big as that comp, and a lot of cool bands on there. I have a few friends on there. Cloud Lion, Negra, they're a punk band from Nashville. They're on there. I'm friends with their drummer Diego and his brother. I've got my friend Kathleen Lambert. She's got a song under her project on there. My friend Joey Melcalf is on there under his project, and I'll put the names of their projects above the link in the description box. But they both do folk stuff. Bare Your Teeth is on there. Got Haruna Bandit. She does like some gypsy folk. She's really cool. She's one of my favorite artists. Yeah, church people. But anyway, it's there's a lot of music on there. I mean, there's a lot of good music. It's a good variety. The first 6 songs or so are based around like punk metal and hard rock, but and pop punk, kind of like that. But then it starts going into the more acoustic stuff, and then after that, the acoustic stuff and the poetry, then it goes into more of the, mixing all the genres of, all the other genres. So it's a pretty good sized comp, pretty decent when it comes to, genres and things like that. And I'm really stoked. And so far, I put it up. I mean, it officially got published, up on Bandcamp at 11 this morning. And by, 1:30, it already had like 175 listens on it and stuff like that. At least, my friend Kathleen and at least 4 or 5 of the other bands had got the link and started sharing it on their pages, a couple of them on their personal page, and like a couple of the members of the band, a couple of the bands started sharing it on their page. And it's already, I'm sure it's had at least about 200 listens by now, and it's been up for, 3 hours or so, a little over 3 hours. So, it's been up since 11 this morning on March 30th, 2014. So, go check it out. It's completely free download, like all the other stuff I put up for the most part. Unlike the Mosh album and Broetry, in which I will start charging for sometime this summer, Poetry will be $1, and the Mosh album will be $3, but that won't be until this summer. And unlike all this stuff on my Earth Limitation page, everything's up for free. And this comp is completely I require no email. You know, I don't require email. I don't have a pay more if you want for it. I mean, this is completely free. I'm not making any money off of it. This is just to help, have, a cool compilation up with some cool artists, and, show what kind of artists we want to work with, are willing to work with. All DIY independent artists are on it, and that's why the Trade Post Recordings is dedicated to. So I'll put the link for that below. I'll put Kathleen and Joey's project names down below, so that whenever they're both planning on recording with us in the future, so whenever we put out their stuff, you'll know who they are and things like that. So keep it easy, keep it true, and have a good rest of your life.